Yo, Chaos Hammer, and anyone else who cares. Let's look at. I want to look at. York and I wanted to put together a video about current meta, what's working, what's not. Let's look at it. Let's look at this replay real quick before it goes away. So York wanted to. York, I just gave York a couple of screenshots of my bases. He took a few minutes to plan for them. All right, let's just look at what he was doing. We just want to show some basic attacks, just the basic stuff that's working. People are doing a lot of 3 golem entries. Let's go ×2 through this attack so we don't lose any more of our replays. Just 3 golem entries. Find a good spot to wall break in. Find a good spot for your jump spell. You want to open up at least single jump spell at least 50-60% of the base, maybe 70. 2 jumps you want to open up at least 80% of the base for sure. So he goes a single jump here, just pushing through. It's rage heals, pretty standard. And then you just pick a place to deploy your hogs and loons and just start. Queen's still alive in the core. Everything's still fine. Sorry, I got distracted there for a second. I mean, dude, it's just real basic stuff that's working right now. Pick a place to put 3 golems, break in, jump, and pick a place to put your hogs. Sorry, York, I had to rush through that one really quick, but I'll do the next one slow. I mean, dude, there's no reason to overcomplicate stuff. Some of the really good clans we've been facing lately, they've just been doing this. We just faced, what the hell's their name? Predominance, everybody's favorite war clan. But except we didn't actually face Predominance. We kind of just faced War Whales and Mariana Trench. So Ismail had a little bit of a mix-up here. York, I mean. All right, so let's look at this one. Let's look at York hitting this base. Another one of my bases. So Zapquake, this is what's working at Town Hall 9 and 10. Hero swaps. It's nothing new. You've been seeing it for several weeks now. You pick a place to put your king and queen. Maybe wall break them in if it's necessary, and just try to take out queen, maybe CC, maybe an AD, maybe just a few valuable buildings, just whatever. Just pick some stuff to take out cheap. That's going to create a nice. Setup for a Laloon or mass hogs or whatever you're doing. I mean, mass hogs isn't nearly as strong as a mass Laloon, but it's just keep it simple. I had a golem in my CC. I just had to pick something. So queen gets a few things. Laloon starts. It's just nice easy deployment. 2/2/2, maybe 3 or 4 there here. And I mean, it almost doesn't even matter what spells you take, man. Just throw together some spells, put a little bit of thought into it. I mean, it's Lawlooning at Town Hall 9 is just, it's just incredibly easy. I mean, it's easy to make mistakes for sure, but it's much easier than it's ever been. And like I said, hastes are great. Rages are good sometimes. Heals are great sometimes. And then so York comes in down here to kind of close off this little section with some of his loons. And then throws down a heal to get through those last. I mean, I have all my wizard towers on one side of the base, which you'll see quite a lot. Sweepers giving the loons trouble at halfway through the raid, or maybe even at the end of the raid. But I mean, as long as you have enough balloons up, you path them in wisely. Maybe a spell or two. It's easy to finish off a base. Cleanups. It's easy to. I mean, if you're not used to getting your cleanup started while your attack is still going on, you really got to get in the habit of doing that. It's so much. It just makes your raid go so much smoother. Like for me, when I start a Laloon, especially at Town Hall 10, because openers are typically pretty time heavy. I guess you'd say they take a lot of time. Especially at Town Hall 10, I deploy the first segment of my La Loon, and then I go around the base and start deploying a couple of cleanup troops. So, I mean, that's one great thing to get in the habit of doing. What did York do here? What did he hit this with? Okay, here's a good one. Big old fat La Loon. So what's he doing here? Probably wall break in, trade for the queen, maybe an AD. Maybe no wall break? Yes, wall break, okay. Poison the queen, pop king. Sometimes it doesn't even matter if the king goes in or not, as long as your queen can get in there and take minimal damage. So gets an AD with, what was that, Zapquake. King and queen are kind of done getting value. They've done their job. Deploys the La Loon, like I said, quick 2/2/2. Just get stuff in on some preliminary defenses. Get the hounds over top of the AD. Get them tanking. And then a few backside spells never hurts anybody. That's always a good thing to have. Finds a Tesla farm. Finds a troll Tesla. Let me get a puff of my vape real quick. Great place for that haste spell. A lot of people's bases are pretty compact these days. You get really good values out of haste spells, rage spells, heal spells. So heal on the backside, really didn't even need it. And I mean, it's that easy. I bet York came up with that plan in about 9 fucking seconds. So, La Loon's not very hard right now. Cleanup, he already had some cleanup down while he was going, I believe, so good stuff there. Alright, let's look at another one by York. We were thinking about doing some 10v11 FCs too, to record those, but those aren't relevant to nearly as many people in the clan. Let's look at what Phil did here. Loons, let's check it out. This is one of those bases where you see wizard towers and archer towers away from air defenses, and then the 2 and 2, a couple of way offset pairs of air defenses. So good way to deal with that is try to trade the heroes for a couple of them, or at least one of them. And then, so let's see what he does with his heroes here. Oh, okay, wall breaks in. So he's going to get 2 ADs for sure. That's probably about, if you're not going to get queen and COC with your heroes, the minimum value you want to get is 2 ADs. That's kind of a good general rule. And then he also gets a sweeper. That's great. Gets an expo. So I mean, he actually gets pretty significant value for his heroes. All right, so La Loon in from the top. Mortar down here is free for a Loon. Like I said before, quick 2/2/2 on these preliminary defenses. Get the hounds over the AD and just get them sitting there for a minute. Use some spells to catch the Loons up. Sweeper's giving him problems. Air Skelly's giving him problems. Not really a big deal. I mean, with Loons being this powerful, you can just kind of smack your way through it. Last air defense is down. I mean, he's got a heal spell. The queen is going to be absolutely nothing with this many Loons up. I mean, 2 pups could sit there and take her out over the course of 15 seconds, and it's no worries at all. Finds a troll Tesla. So I mean, Phil absolutely just crushed that base, just demolished it. No offense, York. I think it's a delicious base. I think it's beautiful, even though it probably wasn't custom made. Swags out 3 haste spells. All right, now let's look at. I just want to do a quick clinic, if I may. Let's look at the war log. So we lost against Predominance. I mean, yeah, can't say I'm a big fan of Predominance. Not real happy with them. So, let's check out who are some of our really good attackers. We've got Cook and Shadow Warrior, good attackers. I'm trying to think if I remember any particular attacks. Oh, this was a good attack. I had a dip on number 19, of course. Let's look at something by Rogers. Well, you know what? I kind of want to show some hogs. used. My battery is low. Cool. Let's look at Rabbit. Let's see what he did. Nope, no hogs. Synapse. Ooh, he had some good ones. Okay. So, like I said before, you just pick a side. Pick a... I mean, you hardly ever want to enter from a corner. That's something we try to avoid. Because with most people do not use big compartments on their bases anymore, especially on the outside of the base. So you really want to avoid coming in from corners whenever you can. Like this air defense at 3 or this air defense at 9 would not be a good place to enter the base. So, 3 golems down, make a quick funnel. You want to invest, with 3 golems, you can invest, up to 7, 8, even 10 wizards sometimes. And that'll be worth it for your funnel. So, okay, this was a really cool attack because his heroes walk. Synapse's heroes walk. And his bowler kill squad with 2 jumps, rage, heal is actually a perfectly... It's a perfectly viable kill squad. I couldn't believe it. His bowlers alone just got crazy value. And then you just pick a few defenses to drop some hogs, let them work around the kill squad, which normally would be bigger, but the kill squad's still in the middle tanking. King and Queen are down here. They actually got a few bonus defenses, which is kind of cool. And then just keep sprinkling in hogs. Just build momentum down one side of the base to where all of your troops are going to finish up kind of at one central point. And that's what he does here, and look how many hogs he has left. I mean, it's just really basic stuff. Just throw hogs at distracted defenses, just a few at a time, until all of your troops meet up, and before you know it, the raid's over and the whole base is wrecked. I mean, I would like to show Stu's 10v10 triple, but there's really no reason to. We're talking about just basic stuff right now. This isn't a recap. This is just kind of a clinic. So a couple things to take away from this video. Start your cleanup while the raid's still going on. Do not have wall breaker fails, and just pick an entry point where you can make a good use of a jump spell or even 2. And just run through the base with it, and then most of the time, you can go with hogs or loons for the backside of the base. Just whatever tickles your fancy at that point. If there's a couple places where you think there might be bombs, go with loons. If there's still going to be 2 ADs left up, just go with hogs. But it's just real. Like I said, it's real easy stuff. Just don't overcomplicate your attacks. Just make good use of hogs and loons. Big kill squads are great. Rage and heal, jump spell. It's over. So thanks for watching. Catch you guys next time.